Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Pass somewhat off target. Mateus gets into a good position. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped. Well, Peter, there's goalkeepers, and there are great goalkeepers, and then there's Oliver Kahn. He's in a league of his own.
While he is a goalkeeping icon, isn't he? The man famously known as King Khan by some. He's belligerent, he's brazen, but he's utterly brilliant.
And never in a mood to accept failure. There's that body language he's always talking about. No wonder he instills both respect and fear in opponents.
Rummenigge. Liverpool couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Pedri. Vinicius Junior. Gets a good foot in there. Now it's Gullit. Van Dijk makes the interception. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Manchester United appearing to have the better of things in these early exchanges. No, that was never going to make it. Pedri.
Yeah, the crowd have tried to spark some excitement, but to no avail. This needs something explosive.
He's had a shot! Pedri, and that's gone loose. Looking for options for movement. Oh, well played, well played. Pedri. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Brilliantly cut out. Gravenberch is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. De Jong. Salam. And it's De Jong. And this is Stoichkov. Pedri. And he's on it, shot a goal! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
This is why he's so highly regarded. Absolutely fantastic.
And that has been cleared. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Rummenigge. Lovely bit of skill. Gravenberch. Ronaldinho gets a foot in here. And the shot! He's been bundled over, that is a foul. Oh, that's a booking, always looked it.
Well, he'd used up all his chances, hadn't he, Peter? I mean, he was never going to get away with that one.
Gullit with a real chance here. And we have the first chance from a dead ball situation. Look at the space here. Knocks it out wide. Crosses it in here. And he's taking no chances there. Now it's Stoichkov. Gravenberch. Van Dijk. Pedri. Lahm. And it's De Jong. And this is Stoichkov. Vieira producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Sané. Neither side giving way, it has been tight. Marquinhos kept his eye on it, and he's there. Well, that has not gone well. Ronaldinho, there he goes, motoring forward. Great chance! There's a goal! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Liverpool have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Well, the roof's just about stayed on, but the crowd level has gone up a notch or 10. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Costa Curta. Looking for a runner. Mateus looking to get on the end of this. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Played out wide. And it's half-time here. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
Please keep your eyes on your children during the match at all times.
Here we go again.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Bullet really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Ronaldinho. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. De Jong.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Manchester United can breathe again, just.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Gravenberg. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Played towards the other side.
Good ball, that too.
Sané. Vinicius Junior. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, considering they're only one down, they're closer to conceding a second than scoring a leveller.
Marquinhos. That is ended up in no man's land. He's in a great position. Gravenberg. It's a pretty loose pass.
Substitution on the field. Number 10, Karl-Heinz Rummenigge. Number 14, Ronaldinho. Coming on the field,
Mateus.
number 21, Pele. Number 24,
He's a sharp little
Schneider.
ball here.
Substitution.
Pedri. That's a sharp pass. Manchester United perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Cannavaro cuts it out. Can he get it through? Oh, that's a fine interception. Van Dijk. Schneider is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Now it's Mbappe. Pedri. Mbappe receives it in a good position here.
Substitution on the field. Number 7.
There's going to be another change here.
Well, he can certainly
Coming
make
on the
his side a
field
lot more
is
unpredictable,
number
Peter. You know, he has a very good eye for a
Frank
pass,
Lampard.
and a tricky one at that.
Schneider showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Plays the return pass. And it's Gravenberch. He's tried one! Oh, that was wicked, a truly wicked effort.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
Gravenberch. Spread it left. Great vision. Oh, that's sweet, almost telepathic.
Manchester United really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Pedri. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Mbappe! Dispatched clinically. Manchester United are back on level terms. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Manchester United grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, needless to say, Peter, they're eager to get going, but you have to wonder how much these boys have left in the tank.
Pedri. Gravenberch. To Lahm. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
2 added minutes has been
Driving
indicated.
forward. Decent chance! Oh, it's in! And that has raised the roof! A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Substitution on the field. Number 20.
Liverpool can make their change now with a break in play.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think.
And that's it. Manchester United perhaps feeling a little aggrieved with this final score. They clearly feel that their efforts warranted something more. Thoughts on what we've just seen?
Well, you can never predict the results of these games, as your usual indicator.